What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have the keys to this 2022 Jaguar F-Type R all-wheel drive, which has a 5-liter supercharged 8-cylinder engine.
And in today's video, we're taking this on one of our favorite mountain roads to really see how this handles. Now you can get a coupe model as well, but for today, we're gonna have the top down and really see how well this performs. So now getting behind the wheel of this F-Type, we have been waiting pretty much a week to be able to do this. The first time I did a mini acceleration in this, I could not wait to really rip on that. Dude, it sounds so good.
That is such a nasty V8, like, it rips.
Oh my goodness. Not loud on the downshifts, but especially in the woods here.
Woo! That is almost too loud, that's crazy. Wow.
You know, this sounds really good, and we were talking on our way here about how the convertible would handle these turns. I can definitely feel it kind of floating a little bit, like we talked about.
It weighs almost 4,000 pounds?
Almost 4,000 pounds, yeah. Which, I guess for a convertible isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things.
I mean, that makes...
But it's quick.
Yeah, it is no slouch. And as a passenger, I'm so thankful for these two grab handles I got. I don't think the camera can see it, but this is a great GT car for a passenger because you can hold on to something.
I wish the steering was a little bit more direct.
Gosh.
I think we'll have to put the top up just for some audio.
Yeah, we can try that a little bit.
But
you can put it up right now as we slow down.
Yeah, you want to do that? So you can put the top up under 30 miles an hour. So let's get, there we go. Wow, first initial impressions.
It's cool because on our way here, I was kind of like, you know, it's a nice GT car.
Yeah.
It really does open up.
Wow.
I'm excited for me to drive it.
You can hold it for the windows too there. All right, roof latch.
Wow, so much more muffle with the top.
Yeah.
Which is kind of an impressive thing about how well insulated a soft top is.
I know, I didn't really have any issues with it being a convertible.
Yeah.
As far as, you know, it's like just a rag top. It's actually a well insulated soft top.
Yeah.
Wow, way quieter.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
Which is cool because so many modern cars, they have all the piped in fake engine noises from the speakers.
Yeah.
This, you know, the car's so well insulated, it's not piping anything.
Right.
When you put the top down or the windows down even, then you get to hear that engine even louder.
Let's crack it a little bit. Ready?
Yeah, I think this whole rear end just really insulates it.
I do think it would be cool that maybe if it was a hard top, you could put the back window down or something.
Yeah.
It'd obviously probably be way more expensive, but...
And just even more weight.
Yeah.
It's cool because so far we're finding this is like a really good GT car that has such a performance aspect.
I was just going to say that. And the fact that it has performance to it, but I don't think it's that next level performance where you'd buy this for a true sports car. But doing the
I guess your definition of a sports car, because it's not a raw track performing sports car.
Right, but
it's a luxurious sports car.
Right, and I'm not hating on it by any means. It's doing this road incredibly. Like, this is so much fun.
As a passenger, I'd say I feel as confident as like the M4 did.
Yeah, it's just it seems a little floaty.
I can see that
aspect. It seems a little floaty in the steering and kind of just the suspension feel.
Now the SVR doesn't exist anymore.
From what I know, this is the top dog now, the R model.
And that's the only model. They only offer a V8.
Correct, but they do have different V8 models to choose from still.
Okay.
But you only get a V8 all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive.
I like the all-wheel. I feel like because it has what it has to offer, that extra like luxury aspect.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Does it have rear wheel steering at all?
I don't think so.
I just feel like that rear end is just moving.
Yeah.
In a good way around the slow speed.
It handles well for what this vehicle is. Like some of those bumps there, you can feel that bump, but
yeah.
it's so much quieter now. That's so crazy.
The suspension is impressing me as a passenger because we're in dynamic mode. It's soft enough and yet rigid enough. You still feel the weight. But for what this car's trying to be, like, this isn't trying to be a track day car. It would be fun on the track every now and then. But, you know, this is a GT car at the end of the day.
And that's awesome because on our cruise here on the highway, very quiet, like suspension handled well for it. There were no complaints with just driving it as a normal vehicle. But now, that suspension is taking these turns well.
I agree. So my turn, I only driven this a little bit. That's up to 60. I mean, this is a quick car.
0 to 60 is in 3.5 seconds or so.
I believe it.
For the weight of this.
I did do a launch earlier.
Yeah, it's impressive. Like, it's an impressive car. That sound is the one big reason I'd buy this for a stock vehicle.
And I remember when the F-Type came out, like, the V8 was just, everyone was blown away with the sound. It doesn't have the crackles like it used to, but it's a little bit more mature, I'd say, nowadays. You gotta have that. Like, when you have a V8 with supercharged, what, 550 horsepower, something like that?
Somewhere around there,
You gotta have it screaming. But I'm impressed with the confidence this car feels when you drive it.
Because I think the all-wheel drive helps a lot.
I would absolutely get all-wheel drive just because you can completely use the power and be confident in the power delivery to the ground.
The
rear-wheel drive would be fun. I mean, depends on what you want. But for me, doing the twisties, I feel like I want that grip to pull me around too.
I haven't had any confidence issues with this going around the corners. Even going into them a little bit quicker, like on this one here. Even on the gas. That's pretty solid.
The brakes also do a pretty good job.
Now this has the upgraded brakes as well. This is a sharp turn.
They do pretty good.
I don't know what size they are, but they're pretty massive.
I feel like I wanted to complain about the weight earlier, but I feel like this car isn't a track car, so if I keep my mind out of that, like, area, for just a luxury GT car that can then just rip in the mountains and stuff, it's such a good blend, because I don't think buyers of this, especially a convertible, are going to be like track day, all the performance, you know, they don't want a stripped down car.
Which is probably why the exhaust is so muffled, in a sense.
For like normal under 3,000, it's pretty tame, it's just comfortable.
And there's no adjustments with that either. You can go into this screen here for dynamic, and I can't see the screen right now, but you have engine steering, the gear shifts, and the suspension. So it's kind of just like, do you want it on or do you want it off? And it's
woo! Dude, this thing is sick.
When you get it at that right gear shift,
like 4,500 RPM to 5, that's pretty good. I'm loving the balance, I really am. Like, this is a car, probably an older demographic than us, you know, 20, 30-year-olds. But it gives you that luxury, comfortable aspect, but then you can go rip it. You can take it to the mountains, like casual track day. I just feel, you know, there's a little bit of weight in the turns. You gotta kind of carry it through. But really good blend. The transmission is snappy. And it handles pretty well. It really does feel pretty pinpointy for the weight of it. I could see it shedding some pounds, you know, but for what it is, you know.
I feel good on this side too, with that grab handle.
It does so much.
I feel confident in you driving, like just being over here. Like, it doesn't feel like we're swaying around too much.
And that was like flooring it out of a turn.
For not aggressive seats either, they hug us pretty well. What do you think? They're not bad. I do wish they had maybe more support settings for the lateral support.
I'm having to hold myself in the seat a little bit.
Just a little bit more.
Like, I'm holding the steering wheel kind of tight.
This is sweet.
Man. It's just a comfortable performance car that has that grunt that puts a smile on your face. That just, it's cool. It's really good blend.
If you guys want to see all the specs on this car as well, check out the detailed review where we go over everything, all the features. This doesn't have some of the tech features that we wish it had, but check out that video if you want to see all those. But it definitely has plenty of power.
It's a blast
like
to drive.
you said, a good blend of everything.
This is like one of the ultimate just GT cars. Like you can just go on a cruise.
Yeah.
And big enough trunk to actually 2 people can take it somewhere.
Yeah, we have all our camera.
Wrong button.
We have all our camera gear back there right now. And when you put the top down, we don't have to worry about the trunk space because it's separated.
Yeah, that's a good one, or a good aspect of it. A little crack there as we get hotter.
But yeah, definitely a good cruising vehicle.
Well, that was a lot of fun. This was just a very, like, of all the cars we've taken here, one of the most relaxed cars to do that with.
Yeah.
It's like you can just rip it and almost just do it in luxury, which kind of makes sense. The Jaguar, you want to be comfortable and, you know, classy feeling.
It didn't feel like I don't have a headache or I'm not like car sick from those turns with how it drives.
It's a very luxurious performance car, and I was feeling like going into this was going to be too soft, like it's just powerful and too luxurious, but it's got that right blend of it can rip it and it can be comfortable. Well, I think that's it for our mountain trip. We're going to have a full POV of just the exhaust audio on our way back up, so definitely check that out, link down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for plenty more, and we'll see you guys in the next video.